Greetings friends, Jason here for AxodysFC, and what a game against Sheffield United we had today. So much frustration over 90 minutes, and then complete turnaround thanks to some timely substitutions and players stepping up that have been struggling. So really awesome game. I was watching in my office like I usually do, and for my birthday a week ago, my kids had gotten me this set of lights that are actually, they're LED mountable lights. It's like a set of 3. I'm only using one right now, but I can specify the color that it goes at, and so often I'm doing some recording things or meetings in my office during the work week, and I'll put it on red mode. It's the signal that I shouldn't be interrupted or that kind of thing. But it also has a blue mode, and so I put it on blue mode this morning for the game. And anyway, the kids came down and caught the second half with me, and yeah, it was pretty fun to watch it with them and get a big celebratory moment together when. Well, first of all, with Richie's goal, the go-ahead goal, where he came in, hit the header off Perisic's corner, I believe, was the situation, and then of course the amazing finish for Kulusevski, which Richie laid it off to him. So yeah, just. Amazing finish to what was a pretty kind of stressful and frustrating game in a way. In the first half, Madison's should have had a penalty. He was clearly fouled. That's why he was knocked down. Ref didn't give it, VAR didn't give it, and it was pretty clear from the angle that contact was made. It wasn't like he flopped or something. It was contact was made as he was going to turn. It was a foul. Should have been penalty. Probably a completely different game if that's given, and we take that initial lead. Instead, it ended up being a kind of game, that Sheffield constantly time wasting. I mean, I know it's part of the game, but egregious. And actually, in the first half, I think we should have had more time awarded than we did. We just got 3 minutes. That was ridiculous. But then to get 12 or whatever it is we got in the second half, that was legitimate for sure. But it's situations like that make me think, like, why don't we just have like an actual visible clock to everyone that stops? It's like controlled by the ref or whatever, and it stops when time is being wasted, and it starts again when the ball is in play. And just so much ridiculousness about the mysteries of add-on time. But anyway, it worked out, and it was pretty exciting at the end. But so many yellow cards, 12 for both teams. Terrible flow to the game. Official, not making the right calls at times. Frustrating, but ultimately, awesome finish. And so players that stood out. I was really happy with Sarr's performance from like a fantasy perspective. Since I have his card, and so rare, I get a little bonus for using him in certain circumstances, and I was happy with his performance. He played as expected, and the rest of the midfield was great too. Madison, kind of a quiet game. Some people, I think, didn't think he had necessarily a great game, but again, I feel like he should have had that penalty. He was doing stuff, even if that was an average game for him, or a below average game. still happy to have him on the field. And I think we're just kind of, coming off the international break. It takes us a little bit to get back in the swing of things, until we've been playing together with this squad for like a whole season. It's just not always gonna click with those interruptions in the season. But again, big ups to Richie for coming in and doing exactly what he was brought in to do, mixing it up, winning those aerial situations that are not Sonny's forte, and just hope that this will be a turning point in the season, not just some kind of blip. I really want to see him succeed, and his hard work on the pitch continue to be rewarded. And actually, Ange had some good things to say about that in his interviews afterwards, in terms of that he hopes, that when Richie sees the dividends of the hard work that he's consistently putting in on the field, the hope is that can be a little bit of a boost for the troubles that he's going through, off the field. And so hopefully that will be the case, and I'm really happy to see him do well and get that first Premier League goal with the Spurs. Let's see, any other general thoughts? Trying to think. So overall we had 70% possession, exactly what you want to see in that kind of matchup. We struggled, definitely with the low block at times, but the adjustments that Ange made in terms of bringing in Sonny, Perisic, keeping Kulusevski on, moving him over, and essentially playing with three at the back, putting one more person forward. It worked. And anyway, super exciting finish, and cool that we set the new record we broke our old record established in the Leicester game a couple seasons ago. And so a new come from behind victory at the latest point in in stoppage time, or so anyway, crazy. It looked like the scenes in the stadium were outstanding, and they were certainly it was certainly exciting in my office as well. I was pretty worked up, but having my kids there too to join in the fun, super awesome. So anyway, looking forward to what's to come this week in the build-up to Arsenal, and very optimistic. I think probably a draw would be a realistic goal, given our record over the long term of what happens when we go to Emirates. But anything can happen, and anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing what does happen. So thanks again for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying these. Hope you enjoyed today for sure. And please like and subscribe if you enjoy these. And thanks for tuning in. And we never stop.